Alright guys, well I'm back today with one of the absolute best high value and budget 10.5-inch upper assemblies on the market today. Sub 500 with BCG and charging handle, or sub 400 minus the BCG and charging handle. We're going to be talking about this complete upper from PSA, the specs and features that went into something like this, why I like it so much, and a little bit of backstory and history about PSA. A huge shout out to PSA for sending this upper out at my request. As soon as I saw it and as soon as I saw the sub $500 and sub $400 price points, I knew I had to get one to try. So thanks to them for sending it out, and thanks to AAC for sponsoring the ammo. But more about these guys in a little bit when it comes to the performance section of this review. The first thing I want to mention is these guys merge their in-house components with other companies' components and fully produce a complete upper assembly, and it's available right now for sub 4, right at $399 is the MSRP on something like this. And that is going to have no BCG and no charging handle. Now, you can put whatever mil-spec BCG and charging handle you want, but there's a lot of them available from a wide variety of companies, including PSA, that have an MSRP of right around 60 for the BCG, 70 for the BCG, plus the charging handle, you're looking at another $10 or $15. So a complete one is going to be easily had under 500. So that is kind of like that starting price point, and really a price point I recommend right now in the industry to kind of shoot for if you're not looking to spend too much money. This one utilizes an in-house barrel, in-house muzzle device, whatever BCG and charging handle you put, and an in-house upper assembly, but it utilizes a Geisley rail system, Geisley barrel nut, as well as a pinned Geisley gas block, and we'll get more into that in a little bit, but that really merges the two and gives you an incredible opportunity to snag something like this at a good price. Now, all of the information will be on the campsite page, and just housekeeping in general, if you haven't checked out the campsite page, definitely do it. It always supports the channel when you head over to the campsite page, and if you're looking for valuable information like this exact particular upper assembly or whatever you may want to know more about or find more opportunities about, the campsite page is going to be a good place to head. Again, campsite in the description. So let's start from the front, work our way to the back, and then talk about the performance of this upper assembly from PSA. Now, as soon as I saw this, I sent that request into PSA, and I knew it wouldn't last long, and sure enough, they were out of stock for a very long time. But I think that has changed, so you'll definitely, again, want to check out the campsite page. This features a 10.5-inch barrel with a standard A2 bird cage with a crush washer. You can swap that out if you want, 1/2x28 threads, and you were looking at a carbine length gas system on this guy, which is about the longest gas system you can put on a 10.5-inch complete upper assembly. Now, here's where it really gets good. You've got the Geisley Super Gas Block, which is a 0.75 low-profile gas block, and is actually pinned in place right there, which is amazing at this price point. Again, we are talking about $399 upper with a pinned gas block. And when you look at the quality of that, it really goes to show you that this thing can be a true duty use pistol or rifle, depending on how you have it set up. You don't have to worry about set screws coming off or the gas block walking loose. You are rock solid, pinned into place. Never had a single issue with Geisley gas blocks, especially when they're pinned. Underneath it, you've got a 223 Wild barrel with a 1-in-8 twist and an M4 barrel extension on here. And that's going to be the 4150 chromoly vanadium steel. So a really good barrel steel, and I've never had any issues with PSA barrels or chambering. It just works out great. Accuracy is on par with every other 10.5-inch from PSA that I've shot, again, because this is an in-house PSA barrel. Now, if you follow the channel and the campsite, these are occasionally offered with different barrels, so make sure you're bookmarked in that campsite. Follow me on Instagram to kind of check out other opportunities where sometimes they'll run these with FN Cold Hammer Forged barrels, although the price will be definitely a lot higher, but something to consider. Now, surrounding that is the Geisley rail system, and this is one of my favorite aspects of this setup. The Geisley rails have really become my go-to because of the rock-solid interface with the receiver with these anti-rotation lubrication tabs on top of the set screws, cross bolt design, and the ability to completely lock it up, line it up true, and not worry about it shifting. M-lock everywhere you need it. Monolithic pick rail at the top, which I absolutely love. You can mount different lights, lasers, and accessories up there and have that pressure switch for those lights and lasers wherever you want on that pick rail. Steel inserts on the aluminum rail system for your QD slots at the 45-degree offsets, which again, Geisley just really kills. Moving along to the upper, standard dust cover, forward assist, and charging handle and BCG in this one, but you can get as elaborate as you want with the BCG and charging handle. There's also a lot of different options, again, available that PSA makes. And they make a lot of good ones. I've never had a Palmetto State Armory bolt fail on me, and we've done some PSA torture tests. If you want to check out those videos, I'll try to link them in the description below. Now, down at the range, this was 100% functional with no issues whatsoever, and the ejection pattern on this 10.5 inch with the Geisley gas block was like right at 4 o'clock, which was perfect, and it's very rare do I get a 10.5 inch upper ejecting like that. Now, this is on a registered SBR lower, but you could throw it on whatever you wanted as long as you follow all the rules. And running the standard 55 grain FMJ, it ran great. Also threw a can on the end, ran that a little bit like that with a clamp on can. No issues whatsoever. Shifted the ejection pattern right at about 2 o'clock, which is expected, but it functioned good with and without a can. In summary, it was 100% functional, amazing rail system, great value. I absolutely love it. And this, in my opinion anyways, is one of the best 10.5 inch upper assemblies on the market right now. But I don't know how long something like this will last. Again, a little bit more housekeeping. Follow me on the campsite page. Head over there. Always check that out. The Instagram page, X, as well as I got a Patreon. I don't really plug it too much, but mainly just sub over here, follow over here, and check out that campsite page for more info. Thanks to PSA, thanks to AAC, and thanks to you guys for watching. You know the drill. Comment, nonsense, gibberish. This video will get mostly demonetized, shoved down in the algorithm, so let's push it up to the top. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.